how to redefine the body. I'll share my exact story of how I did this and give you the strategy that you can use in very simple terms without holding anything back. A problem has been caused, and the word weight loss, the word lose weight, the word lose fat has been used, and it's been training our minds improperly, okay? So I want to begin to implement this word called redefine the body. Redefining the body, creating the way you want to be, redefining it, not losing something, not losing anything, okay, redefining the body. So let's talk about the strategies that I use to do this. Well over a year ago, I had hit a wall in my fitness goals. I was completely fed up and literally angry with what was going on. You know, I was trying incredibly hard to get lean and to look better. I wanted to be aesthetic. I wanted to look better. I wanted to look good. I wanted to be ripped and shredded. And I just couldn't do it. I was trying everything. I literally had hit a wall. So I physically made a decision. I made a decision of what I wanted to look like. And this is really the first step. Making the decision, saying, I'm going to look like this. This is the body that I'm gonna have. And mine was, I wanna be lean and shredded like Brad Pitt was in Troy. You know, I wanna be aesthetic like Z's. You know, I want to have the body of a Greek god. I'm going to do it in that period. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. So making that decision of what I wanted was the first step. And the second step was understanding that everything I was doing before was not working, okay? I'd always been trained and taught that eat every few hours, because I thought if I ate every few hours, my metabolism would speed up. It would be faster. But it turned out to not work. It did not work for me. I'd eat every few hours and I would not get lean. I couldn't get the six-pack abs. I couldn't lose that last bit of body fat, really like 16% body fat, which was healthy, but I wanted to be shredded. And it just didn't work. So I was under the mentality to think that was the only way to eat, but I was open to becoming coachable. I was coachable at this point. I was teachable. And I became teachable to new information. The information that I came across was from Kino Body. Okay, shout out to those guys, and Greg O'Gallagher. And the strategy was called intermittent fasting. And he said, push out your first meal as late as you can. Have coffee in the morning. Have sparkling water in the morning. Okay, and push out breakfast. Skip breakfast out, push it out towards lunch. So that was the strategy. Simple. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because breakfast is supposed to be the best meal of the day. Didn't make sense, but like I said, I was at a point of giving up. I had no choice. What I was doing was not working. And so I realized it couldn't get any worse from where I already was. There's no way. So I said, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. I pushed out my breakfast, and I started doing this over time. I'm pushing it a little bit further, to where let's say I'd stop eating at 10 o'clock at night. I'd start eating at like 1 p.m. the next day. And then I started eating at like 2 p.m. And then I'd push it all the way out to dinner time, really extending the fast out over time. This allowed me to be in what's called a caloric deficit. And the caloric deficit is really what created the fat loss, okay? By understanding how much food the body could process and then allowing the body time to digest that food from the night before, meaning like being fasted, pushing breakfast out, started to redefine my body. It completely started to redefine my body. And this strategy of intermittent fasting, it goes back, centuries, even thousands of years. This is ultimately what I learned from Ori Hofmeckler and some of the masters, is that this is how Greeks would eat. They would go out and fight during the day and battle, and then they would eat at night. They would feast big. They would eat huge at night. So going back to like being like a human specimen, the body as a human specimen, genetically, okay, I realized was more defined to eat like this. Okay, it was more comfortable to have a break from eating, going from this eating every couple hours like I used to be doing, to having more of a focused eating time. Okay. This was how I was able to completely redefine the body. And this is the strategy that I'm gonna share with you. That for those of you who may already know this strategy, may already be using this strategy, honestly, it takes constant reminder. The mind and the body is like, it's gotta be reminded of why it's doing something. Is this strategy really working? Is this really real? Why am I not seeing results now? Well, it takes time. You gotta let something take time and develop. But it's just also, this is just a video to kind of remind you of how important this strategy is, and to create this new mentality of getting away from thinking lose weight. Forget lose weight. Forget, lose fat. Forget that. That's just, I believe that is just completely the wrong way to approach things. And we've got to re-educate our own minds and our subconscious to be in the point of redefining the body. So redefine your body. Make a decision now of exactly how you want to look. Okay, make that decision. And remind yourself every day of how you're going to look, how you're going to be, what's your body going to look like, the results you're going to have. Okay, that's the fundamentals of redefining your body. And then getting in the habit of this intermittent fasting. Okay, let your body digest the food from the night before. Let the body get rid itself from all the food from before. And then once it's completely done, start eating again. All right, I hope this video helped you. I'll take a little walk today. I'll take on a little walk here at the end of the video. Finally got a good shot there under that bridge down here actually in Oakland. All right, so that's it. That's all I got. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you. A lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm. My foot is better. I feel amazing. I'm grateful and thankful. We're taking this to the next level. You're gonna reach your dreams. There's no doubt about it. And you're gonna reach the top. So that's all I got. Done. Catch a couple rays, man. I gotta stop and get a Jamba Juice.